Hi, I'm Jess. I make videos to interact with others and hopefully make you laugh. Ready, set, go. Hey friends, how's it going? I have been procrastinating on recording this video for over a year now. Well, I'll explain. And I wanted to talk about VidCon and kind of go through my packing process, but it just wouldn't be real and it wouldn't be genuine to talk about anything else today because I have something on my mind and I have something on my heart. I'm already kind of emotional. Okay. I have something on my mind that I've been wanting to talk about. And today is a very appropriate day. So I decided to do a one-take video because I don't want to edit this video. I don't want to have to watch it again. I'm just going to make all of you watch it. So I'll just kind of get started and then we can figure it out together, okay? So today's July 21st and there's a lot of, important things that are happening around this time. VidCon is kind of like kicking off for me tomorrow, and today is my best friend's birthday. I mean, a lot of good things, but this day also has a heavy meaning for me because 4 years ago today, someone I cared about very much took his own life. It was a very special life. It was a life I wish he would have kept living because it was awesome. So before my husband, my wonderful husband, I dated someone for on and off like 5 years. It's a long time. Okay, from the time you're like 18 or 19 to the time you're like 22 or 23, however many years that is, it's a long time. And he was in the military, and I would say we kind of like grew up together. And as young couples do, like the most unhealthy relationship ever. I totally do things different now, and my thought process is different, blah, blah, blah. Well, he, like I said, he was in the military, and he deployed a lot. He started to deploy right after 9/11. He was young, and, well, relatively young, I think, and deployed like every couple of months for several years. On and off, again, deployments for many, many years. And we were together through the majority of that. This is important, I promise. So, long story short, it was not a relationship that was going to last. It was unhealthy. Like there was trust issues and blah, blah, blah stuff. And, my communication skills were probably not as great in a relationship as they are now. Well, we broke up, and it was a very rough breakup. It was like, I hate you. That's right. I hate you. Oh, I would take that back. And we went our separate ways. We lived 2 separate lives, and I just didn't see him. I think at one point he wanted to try to establish like a friendship, like, hey, I know we're not together anymore, but you think we can be friends? And I was like, no, absolutely not. But I didn't say no for a good reason. It was like, no, because I'm still angry at you. You caused me pain, and now you're dead to me. It was very resentful, and it wasn't like a healthy, like, hey, I wish you the best. I hope everything goes great in your life. I will think about you with best thoughts. But no, we cannot be friends, and this is why. That's exactly what I would say today. Instead, I was a little bit more angry than that and didn't say such nice things. Well, turns out that he probably needed a couple of really good friends, and a combination of his, I think, deployments and maybe other stressors and PTSD became overwhelming. And 4 years ago today, he just couldn't take it anymore. And yeah, he killed himself. And when I found out, I was like numb. And it's strange. It's strange because the person that I knew and the person that I dated for 5 years was so full of life, so full of like energy and fun and enthusiasm, and had so many friends. People just loved him. And the thought of someone like that, who has so much to live for, who gave so much to this world, for someone like that to lose hope and to give in to any despair breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Because as angry as I was, you know, if he would have picked up the phone and called someone, even me, he could have heard a voice of reason, and he could have heard someone say, whatever you're going through today, I promise, give it one more day. Just give it one more day, or reach out to more people, or do something that makes you feel a sense of purpose because you have one. And I think, you know, I'd never known someone in my life that had committed suicide before. And it was such a shocking idea. Like, people dying of natural causes. I mean, I get that. People dying in accidents. I understand that. I could probably make some sense out of it. I cannot make sense of someone deciding they're through. But I'll tell you what this has taught me over these last couple of years. I learned, I think, a lot. One, I learned the importance of, well, really the value of human life. That no matter how angry you are at someone, or how frustrated you are, or I would never wish someone ill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never say that the last parting words to someone is going to be like, screw you, I hope you die. I might have said that once or twice in my life, but like, I just wouldn't say that now, because you don't understand how much you'd want to take that back if it became true. So I definitely value every person, even the ones that annoy me. I value them too. I try to be nice, and I try to be considerate to the fact that people are typically going through something that you probably don't know, and they're probably not going to tell you. But sometimes kindness, or, you know, just acts of caring from one person to another can change so much for someone. And I don't like to like go back in my mind and think like, well, maybe I should have attempted to apologize. Maybe I should have done this. Maybe I should have done that. There's nothing I can do about it now. The only thing I can do is my best to support everyone I know and I love moving forward. I learned that. You know, I also, since then, honestly, you know, 150% believe that there is like a specific purpose for every single life. I just do. I think there's a purpose for every life. I think there's a plan for every single life. And I think sometimes you don't know what the plan is, and it seems like it sucks, but you just don't know what the outcome is going to look like. I have an example for that, but it's so hokey and like cheesy, but I'm just going to give it to you. Sometimes I go back and I watch the Shaytards videos. Like, why are the Shaytards in my vlog right now? I just have to tell you. So sometimes I go back and I watch the Shaytards videos, like 2-3 years ago, when it was just a family kind of struggling in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, one guy that was trying to like hustle and do whatever he could to create this life for him and his family. I watched those videos and I think to myself, and Shay talks about it too in his videos, how kind of sucky it was during those times. And now we all know the end of that story is he's a gajillionaire. I don't know how much, he's a gajillionaire. He gets time with his family. He's living out his dreams. He is motivating people. He didn't know what was going to happen in his life, right? He didn't know that all those struggles played into the big picture at the end of the day. But none of us do. None of us know how what's happening right now is going to directly affect the next day, year, 5 years, 10 years. So if I had any advice for someone who is feeling lost, despair, sad, depressed, my advice to them would be, you don't know how this fits into the big picture. I believe things will get better. I believe you need to talk to someone that you love and trust that can remind you of how important you are. And if you don't have that, I promise you're not looking, because everyone is important. So what kind of brought this up, I mean, besides this, is I know someone who recently lost a very good friend to suicide. And I saw a lot of the emotions that she was going through, and they were very similar to emotions I had been through as well. Just confusion, anger, denial, like all of that. All of that. And as I was talking to her, I just, I realized I remembered how hard it was in the beginning, how senseless it still is to me, but, I am able to see it, understand it, like come to terms with it, and hopefully use it to better my life in the future. I don't know. I think about just all the things, that her friend, my ex-boyfriend, all the things that they could have experienced in their life. For good or for bad. Just experience life that they didn't get the chance to. And I'm sure if they could take it back, they would, but they cannot. So, if you are ever feeling so down that you start to wonder things like, no one loves me, I serve no purpose, no one cares if I'm here, I'd be better off if, everyone would be better off if I wasn't here. I promise you, those are lies. They are not true. You somehow believe it, but it is not accurate. And if you asked someone, they would tell you that you are important, that you are loved, that you are wonderful. And I am telling you that right now if you haven't heard it lately. Absolutely, absolutely. There is a reason you are here. Live your life to the fullest. It has also changed my perspective a little bit on how I deal with things like despair and anger and these other emotions, because I just know they're just emotions everyone goes through in the big picture of things. And if I am that down in the dump hole, which I just sometimes am for no good reason, I talk to someone I love, I talk to my husband, I talk to my friends, I talk to someone, I tell them how I'm feeling, and typically 9 out of 10 times the people are like, what? Like, Jess, what are you talking about? And they just go through all these things and they just reaffirm who I am, what I'm all about, and it helps me snap out of it. You just get so locked in your own head sometimes. And I guess this is like a personal choice. I pray about it. I pray because I believe strongly in my heart that there is a God that loves me. Thinks I'm awesome. Thinks you're awesome too. And wants to help you when you're not feeling that great. It's like, my stomach hurts, I take Pepto. My heart is sad, I pray to Jesus. Like, it's just bang, bang. It just happens that way. So, look, I didn't plan to make a kind of mopey video around VidCon, but I thought it was just the most honoring thing I could do, the most real thing I can do, because if I sat here and did like a haul, which I'm gonna do, just not right now, it just wouldn't be, it would be so fake. I'd be totally putting on a face for it. So, friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you have wonderful days to come. The next couple of days will be exciting, and we'll share it together. And like I said, you know, I just hope that you know, as a human, how important you are, how wonderful you are. And if you ever feel like you don't, or you're feeling sad, reach out to a community. Reach out to your YouTube community. Reach out to the friends around you. Just do whatever you can. There's a website I really like. I'll share it below. It has a lot of resources and things like that. If you or someone you know is kind of showing signs that they are not able to deal with stress and sadness in a healthy way. But that's that. All right, friends. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow.